You ever have those relatives who only ask how Bitcoin is doing when it's down after it takes a massive dump? They're like, hey, how's Bitcoin doing? Eh? Eh? You lose all your money yet? Don't hear from them when it's going up. They're just, but you always hear them. Hey, how's Bitcoin doing? Huh? You lost everything, right? Didn't you? What is wrong with people? You know, I think everybody has somebody like that in their life if they invest in cryptocurrency. Investing in cryptocurrency is not for the faint of heart. It's not easy. You know, things go parabolically up, and unfortunately, sometimes things go parabolically down. We are living in uncertain times as is, and I think, I personally think the future is bright. Plan B came out and said that $69,000 was not the top of Bitcoin. I think they saw it around 100. 7-Eleven iced coffee. Not too bad. Not too shabby. You know, I was thinking about what Charles said in his video the other day, talking about Cardano, how, you know, you need to spend more of his time on not just Cardano. But it's a passion. You know what I mean? It's a passion. I was kind of surprised to see Charles not at the Washington, D.C. Hearings. I mean, I felt like that was such a monumental moment for cryptocurrency. I think what happened there will go down in history. That will be something that I think will be written about in the history books. And I just felt that Charles deserved a seat at that table, being that, you know, he's able to speak as good as anybody who spoke there, if not better, and communicate his ideas to the people and the reason and justification for why he believes what he believes. And for the first time in those hearings, you saw regulators on both sides kind of be open-minded towards crypto. Let's be honest, we know why they're open-minded. They're open-minded because they're trying to get paid. They're open-minded because they're trying to get paid. And they're like, wait, hold on, this is a $2 trillion asset class? Why would we push this outside of the United States? Could there be anything more un-American than to push cryptocurrency outside of the United States or regulate it out of existence? I mean, come on. This ain't going anywhere, Papa Smurf. So, I think Sam Bankman-Fried, he spoke well. I think some stablecoin regulation probably will come in time. You know, right now I have a BlockFi account and I have a bank account. The bank account pays me basically no interest per year. The BlockFi is paying me up to 9% interest per year. So it's really just the argument for why can't some people who aren't KYC or wealthy investors access certain financial tools that can improve their lives in the upcoming DeFi ecosystem or the upcoming, you know, RealFi ecosystem, as opposed to the bank. I mean, if you compared BlockFi, the future of finance, guys, check the special link below for the credit card, to your regular old bank, right? Regular old bank pays you 0.005%. BlockFi, up to 9%. On a stable coin. You can also use Bitcoin or other cryptos, but like, which one sounds better to you? Does the BlockFi sound better than the Bank of America as far as what they're going to give you? They're both lending your money out. So I just think that there's a huge opportunity for the United States of America here, and I don't want to see us blow it. And I just feel that, like, having our best players in the game is very, very important. Yesterday I made a video. I took it down because it's just too much controversy. I don't feel like arguing with people. Look, straight up, I am here to make money. People get into crypto to make money. I'm here to make money. I'm not here to argue with people about silly little things that will not benefit myself. Not to sound selfish, but this is a business. And when you're in business, you need to focus on the things that are income producing, not energy wasting. And that's something that, gosh, I've learned in this journey of becoming an entrepreneur. I guess I'm an entrepreneur. Yeah, I'm an entrepreneur. I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. Just, I think the key to doing it is just doing it, Don't ask for too many opinions. Don't ask your parents if you should do something. Just do things. Just do things and see what happens and figure out why it didn't work, and then change what you did originally and do it again. And then do it again and do it again and do it again and do it again. If your goal is to make money, if your goal is to be successful, keep doing things. Just do. And then when you're tired and your brain says, I can't do anymore, do more. If your goal is to make money. If that's not your goal, then don't do that. But that is my goal. And I am not ashamed to admit that. Too many people who have no experience in what your goal is tell you how to live your life. How would they know? I wouldn't go to Brett Favre for financial advice, just like I wouldn't go to JP Morgan for football advice. And quite frankly, even then, their advice may not still be any good. So, follow your own advice. A long time ago, I heard somebody say, you have all the answers inside of you. And it's true. Like, most people, 99% of people, they know the difference between right and wrong. They know the difference between good and evil. They know what's good for them, but they don't choose to do what's good for them. You know in your heart, it makes more sense to save more than you spend. It's the most fundamental concept of money. Save more than you spend. But yet, Americans largely don't do that. Most Americans don't have enough money in their bank account to get them through a catastrophe, a crisis. Because why? Because they spend more than they save. It doesn't make sense to eat a Big Mac 7 days a week. It doesn't make sense to put extra bacon, mayonnaise, truffle fries on your plate. It would make a lot more sense to eat vegetables, fruits, organic, but you don't do that. You do what's easy. You do what feels good. But I got news for you, folks. What feels good is not the path to success. Whether you're seeking wealth, whether you're seeking health, whether you're seeking anything, higher spiritual understanding, the path is through sacrifice. The path is through denying the quick and easy pleasures in life. Speaking of quick and easy pleasures, you should go stake with Nerd number 2 if you're looking to earn passive income on your Cardano. Nerd 2 sitting at over 5 million ADA. Thank you very much for every single one of the delegates who's come into our pool. We just minted our first block. Okay, that's big news. We're making blocks. A lot of sacrifices, though, have gone into building stakewithnerd.com, Nerd 1 and Nerd 2, and all future Nerd endeavors. A lot of sacrifices. And believe you me, there is times when I don't want to do anything. Actually, there's times every day when I don't want to do anything. I'm sitting here in my car. I wanted to go home and click around on the internet. There's a little voice in my head saying, no, do it later, do it later, do it later. I don't feel like it. It's too early. But guess what? You have to recognize that voice in your head, because that is what I call your inner little bitch. And that will keep you down. That is the voice you need to stop. That is the voice that keeps you broke. Some short-term pain can equal long-term gain. Okay? Or you can take the short-term gain and you're going to end up with long-term pain. Short-term gain, hamburgers, french fries. Long-term pain, plaqued up arteries. Short-term pain, not going out with the boys on Friday night, eating onion rings, sacrifice. Long-term gain, you're living where you want, doing things with who you want, when you want. You're not on somebody else's clock. And time is one of the most, if not the most, important asset we have. And they say that people who own their time are among the happiest people in the world. I'm getting to a place where I own my time. I still make sacrifices. But owning my time, not having to, be there by 8:30 so the boss doesn't write me up, feels damn good. And I aim to never go back to that. And I don't care what I have to do to stay that way, because that's what freedom is, And I I'm not trying to sound cliche or whatever, but that's what I think the American dream partially is. Owning your time, because your time is your freedom. And if you own your time, you're somewhat free. You're never fully free. Being able to stand on your own 2 feet, being able to bootstrap yourself above the wagey lifestyle or the corporate rat race. That's part of the American dream. And you know what? There's a lot of people out there that would tell you that the American dream is dead. But you know what? I would tell you that the American dream is dead within those people. Because the way you see the world will be will be your world. The way you see your world will be your world. You get what you are in life. You project what you get back. If you see the world as complete shit, guess what your life is going to be? If you see the world as an endless opportunity, what do you think eventually will happen? That's why I say do it again, do it again, do it again. The harder you work, the luckier you get. And yes, it takes some luck. But look at people in China who've overcome way harder circumstances. Look at people in Africa who've overcome way harder circumstances. Look at people within the United States of America from underprivileged backgrounds, underfunded backgrounds, where adversity is really the majority of what they know, who've overcome those things. Do you think they overcame those things by taking the easiest route? No. They overcame those things by going to the library instead of hanging out on the street corner. By not doing what the status quo around them was doing. Look at what all your friends are doing, okay? Being an entrepreneur takes being a little bit of being able to be alone. Being able to not answer your phone. Being able to sacrifice some things in pursuit of your dream. And that's okay. That's okay. And it's okay either way you choose. Okay? Just be at peace with your result. Didn't realize I was going to go on that tangent there. But I wanted to give you guys and gals a little perspective on what it means to pursue your dream, what it means to create something from nothing. And I want to tell you that in this country, at least, and many of the civilized Western countries, it's still possible to pursue and accomplish your dream. Very much so. And people that tell you don't, people that tell you you can't, they're just afraid you'll get your dreams and they won't get theirs. Or they already haven't gotten theirs, they know it's out, so they're going to tell you the negative story that they already believe. And that negative story that they already believe is the reason why they never got theirs, because somebody else told them the same thing at one point and they bought into that crap. And you have to be a little bit of a lead head. Sometimes you just have to give them compliance. Yeah, sure. Moving on. Don't focus on the things that suck your energy. Cut those things away. They're cancer. Focus on the things that feed you. Focus on the things that feed your creative spirit, not the things that drain it. I think cryptocurrency is going to be just fine. I think blockchain is going to be just fine. I've always believed that. I believed it in 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Why? Because it simply has some things about it that propose a greater value than what is currently available to us. BlockFi link below. But that's just the truth, though. It has a greater value proposition than the current status quo. Period. If I have a rotten apple and a freshly picked apple, which one would you pick? The rotten or the fresh apple? There will be growing pains, though, for cryptocurrency as an entire market. We will undoubtedly face challenges. Things will seem unfair. You know, Charles said something that really struck a chord with me. He goes, you know, Charles has been in crypto a lot longer than I have. And he said, every week since I've started, the world has been coming to an end. It's been a catastrophe. The Mount Gox hack. It's always been the end. And that news cycle that they're pushing, it's meant to manipulate your emotions. It's meant to get a reaction from you to either buy or sell. It is. That's the whole reason of a lot of the crypto financial news. They're trying to push the people in a certain way. But let me ask you a question. Do you think they're trying to push you in the way that gets you rich or themselves rich? Think about that. You know, you see, look at it on a very basic level. You see these like ads that probably roll during my show. It's like, do you want to know the number one wealth strategy that Americans on a whole are largely not talking about? Click into my newsletter and I'll tell you. People don't advertise how to get rich. That's not a thing. If I find a wealth source, right? My immediate next thought is, I should go tell everyone on how to do this. They don't do that. They protect that thing. Okay? And I mean a real wealth source. Look, staking your ADA, great. Awesome form of passive income. Stake with Nerd too. But I want to draw a distinction between the two. Okay? You would have to have an incredible amount of ADA to have a true passive income source that supported you and your family, okay? Get rich quick schemes that offer you to pay dollars to learn how to get more dollars. Like, don't you see the inherent contradiction with things like that? Pay dollars to get rich. That seems backwards. Because never once in my entire life has anyone ever advertised something to me where they, through a paid commercial that made me money, that I can personally think of, except for staking with Nerd. Nerd is like one of the exceptions to that. But short of that, I don't really know. And BlockFi. But short of that, I guess I'm contradicting myself a little bit here. But I hope you guys are getting my point. The point is that maybe it's not, this rule isn't 100%, but on the large majority of things where people are advertising ways that you're going to get rich quick, it's just a way that they're trying to get themselves rich quick, typically speaking. And greed, for whatever reason, defies common logical sense a lot of the time. Like, it's like those giveaway scams. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. They're advertising you sending 1,000 ADA to get 2,000 back. That's never a thing. That never was a thing. Like, what? Well, who would do that? They're just feeling so generous. They just want to give all their money away to complete random strangers under zero pretenses or No, that's not a thing. It never was, and it never will be. Folks, I appreciate you being here. I'm going to start posting a lot more videos in the future. Thank you for staking with Nerd and Nerd 2. We love you. We love minting blocks. We're making blocks on both nodes. Folks, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. And if I don't see you, I'll see you on the internet. I'm out.